The 80s. Do you remember the 80s? Well, I sure don't. I was born in the 90s, where the end was nigh and the festival grape was high. Now, it has been talked to death, but the nostalgia for the 80s, nearly 10 years ago,
look how old this man is,
was insane. For some reason, every studio was just coming in their pants for 80s nostalgia. From Psycho Gorman, Turbo Kid, It, Glow, Wonder Woman 84, Bumblebee, Ready Player One, Sing Street, and the funniest, most entertaining of the bunch, I think we can all agree, Pixels. Oh, Adam Sandler, you are the only man I need in my life. Side note, I am shocked that nobody has brought up the amount of disabled characters Adam Sandler has played in his career. From Waterboy to Little Nicky, it really feels like this was the equivalent to those fatsuit comedies in the early 2000s. R.I.P. Gwyneth Paltrow, you will be missed. My name is Shaving Foam with the foam spelt wrong, and today we're talking about Stranger Things. Anyway, I really feel like the 80s nostalgia didn't really start until Super 8 was released. When was that again? 14 years ago, my God! Now, I saw this shit in the cinema, and let me tell you, it was boring. It was okay, but I did feel like a bit of a nonce watching it. Anyway. Is dynasty a strong word? Dynasty? Stranger Things is Netflix's flagship show, and even after every season has huge viral moments, the show has never been as good as it was in season 1. But why is this? And why is the show still a juggernaut years after its best season? Now, Super 8 may have started this, but Stranger Things was the explosion that Hollywood needed to start milking the cock of 80s nostalgia. But that's fine, because to start this off on one of the main reasons I feel that Stranger Things succeeded where others failed is because the show is clearly nostalgic for the 80s and looks back with fondness, but the show rarely ever straight up rips 80s references off from somewhere else and places it on the screen. I'm looking at you, Adam. Not you, the other one.
Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this!
Aside from a few shots here and there, the show is built on a general 80s vibe. Yeah, the kids ride bikes, they play D&D, they swear at each other, and even... Alright, calm down.
She said she was 12!
But these are not just rip-offs of 80s movies. This is what nerdy kids did back then, and it's easy to form a connection with them and the time period due to the hallmarks of the time. Tropes and stereotypes are tropes and stereotypes for a reason. When used well, they can be super effective. Using these so well lets the show create a comforting nostalgia, which not just works for the story, as this show could not work in any other time period, but also gives the viewer a warm, toasty feeling as they watch. Now, they need this, as this show can be horrifying. What the fuck is this? And this? It's a kid's show? What the fuck is going on? What the hell? Did Hitler make this? Did you make this? Sorry about that. Now look, as someone that watches a horror movie probably nearly every day. Don't judge me, you fucking nerd. I do believe what kind of horror movies you like says a lot about you as a person. If your favourite horror movie is The Conjuring, then you're a basic bitch. If your favourite horror movie is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you should be on an FBI watch list. And if it's The Babadook, you're a pretentious, overly emotional weeb. Now, that very real and factual thought aside, I do believe that Stranger Things has a universal horror feel that blends very well with the tone of the first season. Like, yeah, sure, Vecna is scary, I guess, until you find out he's an idiot who looks like a giant worm. Like, what the fuck is this? You could just pick her up with your mind, you grub. I want to talk about this little moment here from the first episode. We establish the characters, they are instantly likable, specifically Will, who comes across super innocent, admitting to Mike that he didn't roll high enough in the D&D game, and Will is riding home. Suddenly, there is this quick cut to a shadowy figure, and Will falls off his bike. This, in my opinion, is the scariest moment of Stranger Things because it plays on everyone's fear of the unknown. And no, I'm not talking about that weird guy who keeps popping up on my Instagram saying mood and eating cereal like he's Prince Andrew on an undisclosed island.
I don't sweat.
I'm talking about the mystery. We have no idea what that was. Will has no idea what that was, and that's what encapsulates what is so scary about the first season. The audience and the characters are uncovering the mystery mystery of the plot and the Demogorgon together. I do believe these are the biggest problems with season 2 and 3 of the show. There is no mystery. We know it's the Upside Down. Hell, in season 3, the first scene shows us, yeah, it's the Russians, and they're trying to open a portal. Great, now I'm just watching the characters uncover what I already know. That's not intense, scary, thrilling, or interesting. It's just boring. Also, why the hell are we mourning Billy? The guy was the worst. When Max is reading the note to Billy's grave, all I can imagine is,
I'ma kill you, bitch. I'ma kill you. I'ma kill you dead. I hate you. And oh, by the way, I hate black people.
Total mess.
I have a hot take that is going to annoy a lot of people. The two Denis Villeneuve Dune films are amazing. They are full of incredible effects, vistas, action, and have an incredible story with an underlying through message of the dangers of prophecy, religion, and the slaughter that comes along with the character's belief system. Now, even though these themes are much more grand and epic, I do believe that Stranger Things will be regarded as a more beloved series overall. Now, why am I saying this? Well, the characters on Dune, they keep you at arm's length. Nobody is saying, damn, I love that character Stilgar. I mean, if you are, then yeah, fair play. Javier Bardem is a very sexy man. What I am saying is the reason Stranger Things has been as successful as it has been, and even though I have problems with season 4, it was a huge hit and everyone was talking about it. I mean, Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush was everywhere. The reason is because of the characters. The first season of this show lays the groundwork for so many amazing character arcs. Some of them may not have the best arcs in the world. Some of them with no arcs at all for that matter. But you like being with them. You like hanging out with them. And once you're invested in the characters, you have to keep watching. Now, is comparing Stranger Things and Dune fair? No. Even after everything I have spoken about, the show lives and dies on the characters, and in this regard, the Duffer Brothers smashed it out of the park. So much so that they can't bring themselves to kill off any characters now. But people are still watching Mike do absolutely nothing to impact the story.
You're the heart.
Because season 1 did so much good work to make you fall in love with him. But the one character I want to focus on that sums up Stranger Things is, you know him, you love him, it's Russian Santa himself. We all know this, but Hopper starts out as the disillusioned sheriff who has no interest in the mystery, to the character with the most emotional moment in the series. Now, it goes without saying, but David Harbour is incredible in the role. He has so many little moments of hope, sadness, anger, lots of anger, and love throughout the season. I mean, just look at his face here. He conveys so many emotions with one facial expression. Acting. Now, when we first meet Hopper, we're thinking, okay, here's the cop character. He's not going to believe Joyce Byers. He's not going to get involved. I've seen this all before. But by the end of episode 4, Stranger Things completely subverts our expectations, and Hopper is an integral part of the story and is actively forwarding the mystery. By the end of the season, when Hopper is pounding on Will's chest with flashbacks integrated into the scene of his dying daughter, Jim Hopper has cemented himself as the emotional core of this show. With one character, Stranger Things has established emotional stakes, a lovable character, and subverted the tropes of a typical 80s movie. And oh, would you look at that, I'm crying. Basically, what I am saying is, Dune sucks, take that, desert weebs. As of recording this, the newest and final season of Stranger Things is yet to be released, so if it's bad, hey, leave a comment and let me know. But to be honest, there's not many things I'm dying to see in Stranger Things Season 5. I am glad Vecna is back, because even though the Demogorgon was a great villain for the first season, the show was dying for a true villain in Season 2 and 3. Oh, it's a sludgy, cloudy monster? Oh, it's a sludgy grey monster? Am I entertained yet? And I am glad the show is not overstaying its welcome and it is ending. However, there is one main thing I want to see in Season 5. They need to kill off some characters. I know everyone has said it by now, but the show has an overload in the amount of characters it has, and Season 4 barely held it all together. I know the show kills characters, but I'm talking about Season 1 characters. Don't do the Duffer classic of introducing a new character just to kill them off at the end of the show. You've done this 3 times now. Just kill off some legacy characters. Show some balls and introduce stakes straight away. Jesus, just kill off Dustin in the first episode. Have Vecna pull his teeth out and burn him alive. I'm sure the fans will love love this. Aside from that, there is one thing I do not want to see. Don't you dare bring Eddie back. The guy died. I don't care if he's a fan favourite, leave him dead. He looks like a greasy rat man who's too old to be in school and he needs to stay dead. Yeah, it's already been shot and it's coming out soon, and I'm pretty confident they're not going to watch this, but just don't do it, okay? Announce Will as gay, kill off Dustin, Max, Mike, Jonathan and Lucas, and end the show in a satisfying way. Close all the gates and do not leave it open-ended. You know what? Kill off Nancy too. Stranger Things is still special, and we have fallen in love with these characters. And even with a few missteps to the finale,
which I hope they nail, by the way,
this show is still making a cultural impact. I mean, it says a lot when Netflix haven't cancelled it yet, and that's their favourite thing to do. I know I have shit on this show a lot, but I do mean it when I say that this is a landmark moment. It means so much to so many people, and if the ending is solid, this show will stand the test of time and go down as a "remember when you were there" time in popular culture, and season 1 is the main reason for that. It creates this world and these characters so perfectly that even with weaker seasons later on, people are still coming back for more, and the show is more popular than it has ever been. Much like a lot of timeless media like Harry Potter or the MCU, we have grown with these characters. And whether you like it or not, you've changed. Damn, I've changed. I'm making a YouTube video on this. What the fuck? But even as we grow older, maybe become more cynical, these characters will still be here and live on as characters that grew with us. Thanks for watching. I want to thank the sponsor of this video, the RX90 Shock Collar.
You stop.
Shot my dog until she drops. 2000 volts straight in her top.